We've proven that I had to do this job 3 times because I tried to save 50 bucks. Alrighty guys, hey, what's up? It's Steve Sleepy. Welcome back to the channel. And it's a cold one outside today. I got the fireplace kicking here, or the fire, whatever you call it, the fire barrel. And it has warmed up. I moved the quad right next to it so I can be nice and comfortable while I work on the Kawasaki for the 3rd and hopefully final time. I'm not gonna make you guys suffer through it, believe me. I know if you've watched the last video, you've seen everything I'm gonna do for the 3rd time. But this time, as I said in the last video, I have all Kawasaki genuine parts. So hopefully, when this goes together, it'll be the final time I have to do this work. So again, I'm not gonna make you suffer through that. I'll go ahead and time lapse it so you can see I actually did it, but I do have some other cool news. So I don't know if a lot of you guys know my history, but I've had some interesting careers. I was a musician. I was signed to several labels and got to travel around the world for about 20 years and had an amazing time doing that. I was also involved in the drone industry really early on, from about 2006, way back when we used to take apart Wii controllers and make those into flight controls to fly the drones. And then I was involved with several different companies designing airframes, all the way up to the big octocopters we used to fly with servo-driven gimbals hanging off the bottom, and then that just moved on to other machines and more in FPV, and it's been a long road. I had my own company for several years, but you know, if you guys have ever tried to get your own health insurance, it can get pretty interesting for a family. So I ended up taking a job, but at all the jobs I've taken, I still get to fly drones for my job, part of it. So anyways, I did get into FPV several years ago and I've enjoyed that, doing freestyle and fun and whatever. But one of the things that I used to really love is they're called tiny whoops, and they're really, really small drones. And they're super fun to fly inside and for doing really like intricate stuff, like you could fly through the motorcycles in this garage. But up until recently, you'd really have to modify a GoPro, basically take it completely apart and just have the main boards that you'd have on these tiny little drones just to try to get some footage. Until now. So this week I was able to pick up this dude. Look at this little guy. So this is the entire drone. It's a tiny whoop, it's 75 millimeters wide, but this has a 4K 60 frames a second stabilized camera, the same one that are in the DJI Avata, etc., because it is a DJI system in a different company's drone. So this little guy is going to be exciting. This thing can go pretty much anywhere, get stabilized 4K footage. So I don't know how I'm going to use it on this channel, but I'll definitely use it. I'm going to take it to a couple of my friends' businesses and have some fun with that, and we'll see if we can't get some cool footage. But anyways, I thought I'd share this. I'm super pumped, but I'm gonna make myself finish this before I'm allowed to play with that as a reward. Also, I wanted to mention, thanks to the guys watching and subscribing. All these projects, like, it's kind of a weird thing. Like, I wanna do them, but because of this channel, I feel like a small sense of obligation to you guys to actually get them done. So it's instead of procrastinating and sitting around on the couch right now going, yeah, gotta get to it, I came out here and I did it because I feel this weird obligation to a bunch of guys I probably don't even know. So I just want to thank you guys for that. And all right, let's get to it. I'm going to knock this thing out. And at the end, we'll see if it works. Time lapse time. Woo.
All right, guys, moment of truth. We'll see if this worked. See if I can get this guy started. It's always started pretty good. Let's see. Yeah. Show the guys. Well, without saying too much, I'm pretty stoked. So that was it. Don't mess with cheap fucking parts. That's what it comes down to. That belt went right in, everything went back together. I could have had this done in one fucking time. One time instead of 3. But it works great now.
So what's the lesson that we learned today, guys? If it's an important part of whatever vehicle you're working on, transmission, motor, etc., I think I'm always gonna rock OEM. A lot of times I get things, I fix them, and then I send them on their way working, so I don't even know if the non-OEM stuff, what the longevity a lot of those parts are. But we've proven that I had to do this job 3 times because I tried to save 50 bucks. Is 2 Saturdays of my life worth 50 bucks? Probably a lot more than that, I would think. So I think, you know, the OEM parts went right in, the thing works as it should. You can't be mad about that. If you get a chance, subscribe. And if you notice, we updated the artwork, and then here's our new slogan. My buddies all thought it was a pretty good idea, and I love it. If it works, it ain't dumb. So I'm gonna leave you with that. Thanks for watching, subscribe, until next time.